Hey everyone, Bobby from Ignite here. Just wanted to take a minute to talk with you about a workshop that we're going to be offering the beginning of January. It's a workshop called Mindful Goal Setting and Planning. It's something we've offered every year for the last several years, but I think this year especially, it's a workshop that we all could use. I've made a few changes to it given the circumstances of COVID and where many of us are mentally, emotionally, and socially as well. So what I wanted to do was take a minute to talk a little bit about the workshop for those of you that aren't familiar with it, and also share some of the things that will be a little bit different this year, even if you are familiar with the workshop from having taken it before. So on Saturday, January 9th from 1 to 4:30, we'll be offering the workshop, and you can join me here on Zoom from my yoga space at my home. And we'll spend some time going through a process that I've used for almost 10 years now to plan out my goals every single year. And it's a process that I've sort of homegrown. I've taken things from different workshops I've done over the years, different programs, different books, and sort of brought together all the pieces that I found worked really, really well and that spoke to me, that I found to be helpful in getting me to a place where I was successfully completing my goals, my resolutions every year. And I will tell you that since I've used this process, I have personally accomplished more in the last 8 or 9 years than I probably have in all of my adult life before that, just because it helped me to stay focused. It helped me to readjust when life changed and I needed to adjust my goals accordingly. Hello, 2020, prime example of that. But it's a really proactive process that helps you break things down in a way that it is manageable, even when things change in life through in the midst of the year. So again, we go through that process together. So it's a little bit of time independently for you to work on pieces. There's time for us to be together, to talk through things, to share examples if we're comfortable doing that, to just be together in the space as we work through our goals and share ideas. And then what I'm adding this year is a little restorative practice at the end, which I think is really important for us all to be able to just release and let go. There's also some pieces throughout the process that include a little bit of meditation or reflection, depending on how you want to go about doing that. So basically what happens is we come together from 1 to 4:30. I have handouts that I've created to walk us through the process that I'll email to you prior to the class. So you'll have those in front of you. You can use those. You can use a journal. You can use blank paper. You could use a device, an electronic device, computer, iPad, whatever you might have, whatever you want to use to capture your ideas and your process as we go through the workshop together. The class is broken up into 5 different segments. Each segment, we again have some time where you're working alone, where we come back together, we share some ideas to the degree that you're comfortable doing so. There's time for reflection. And then at the very end, very last section is, as I said before, the restorative piece. So you want to dress comfy. A lot of times I do it right here. I'll bring a little, I have a little portable lap desk, I guess you could call it, that I utilize, and I'll have paper and a journal and my handouts, and I have colored pens and markers and things. It's whatever you want it to be. I like it to be kind of fun, kind of creative, comfy. I'll have snacks and I'll have some water and some tea for myself personally. So it's really about setting up a space where you can be creative and really think both reflectively on 2020, but also proactively toward 2021 and what you want to accomplish. And then how do we go about achieving those goals? And again, it's a whole process that we'll go through together, and I think you'll really find it helpful and enjoyable. So how do you sign up? Just like you do for any other class, go onto the website, register for the class. You'll see it there for January 9th from 1 to 4:30 as an option. If you're already a monthly member or a punch card member, you simply use those memberships and you're automatically covered. If you are not a punch card or monthly member, you can simply buy a single class, $15 pass. That's all we're charging for this. It's a regular class, even though it's a 3.5-hour workshop. I just feel really strongly about the fact that this needs to be something that's available to as many people as possible, because I think we're all in a space where we need to reimagine a better space for ourselves for the year to come. So hopefully that helped us to answer your questions. If you have other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, I think it's a really powerful experience, and I hope you'll join me on January 9th. Namaste.